A solid film.
I prefer the first one as well, even though I haven't seen it. I tend not to watch Pixar films. I don't like Disney. My mindset is that they're all just like really childish and they just have princesses and shit, and it's really not my cup of tea. However, I was pleasantly surprised with Incredibles 2. I enjoyed it a lot.
What did you enjoy about it?
Decent story. I like the characters. The animation's great. I think Pixar are like the best at that.
So good.
And yeah, overall, solid movie. And also, I like superheroes. I like comics.
Nice.
So if there was any Pixar film I would watch, it would probably be this one. I've only seen like one Toy Story film, and whenever
What?
I say that, yeah, exactly. Whenever I say that, this is the reaction I get.
What was your childhood? You just watched Shawn Michaels kick people in the face all day?
Exactly. Heartbreaking Shawn Michaels.
He's called Val Venus. This is the money shot.
Val Venus' original gimmick was a porn star. Well, it's always been but at the start, it
Yeah.
was like really strong.
Yeah, with the towel and everything.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I've seen Incredibles 1 about 4 or 5 times, I'd say, when I was a kid. Because it was released like 14 years ago, so I'd have been on like, 10. And shit was boss. This sequel's been really hyped up. Everyone's been really excited for it because the first film did so well and has such a place in people's hearts. I mean, it's still like Syndrome memes going around and stuff. He was a villain in the first film. But I felt like the second film, it gave the characters a different route to take in that. Because in the first film, it's kind of the opposite in that the wife is at home and stuff, and the husband goes out, or Mr. Incredible goes out, and he's like got this like secret job, and she thinks maybe he's cheating on her, and he's like really feeling fulfilled in it. And this film, they just switched it up on its head, and he was being the feminine role and looking after the kids and that. It was quite similar in that to the first film, instead of going in a completely new route or anything, which I felt was a bit like disappointing personally. That might just be me though. I thought it was cool how Jack got a lot of time, that's a baby, and he got a lot of development and the plot. And it focused a lot on how Mr. Incredible felt as almost like a nanny essentially to his kids, stay-at-home husband. And I think that's something that, especially over the last 14 years, has become more of a reality for more men. So it's kind of cool to see it being something we can relate to, especially considering that it's probably set in like the late 80s, early 90s. So to see him like in that role back then, even more so, there's a lot of shame around it and stuff, which is cool to see him just overwhelmed. Like even like you really empathize with his role as well, in just how crazy it all was and how overwhelming and unclear all the problems were. Because normally the problem's like, okay, it's a bad guy with a laser, break the laser, you save the day. When it's like my daughter's teenage boyfriend forgot she exists, you see him like struggling with it, and there's no clear answer, and how difficult that is. And I thought that was really human and really relatable.
Boyfriend's a bit strong. They hadn't even have gone out on a date.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I didn't empathize with him though. I thought he was a very arrogant person. And maybe because I haven't seen the first film. But to me, it was all about him, and it had to be all about him. And when his wife was getting the fame and the glory, he didn't like it so much. In fact, part of him wanted her to fail just so he can come and save the day. I thought, what an arrogant asshole. Not that strongly, but I did think that he's not my favorite character, to be honest.
Fair. I mean, you're right in that